introduction. Uh, a very good morning to all the participants who are online, and it is a privilege to meet you online in this online platform through Zoom during this COVID situation. I thank Dr. K. Sathimuthi for giving me this opportunity and bringing me back to my alma mater, Meta School of Social Work, through Zoom, sir. Though we cannot meet physically, I'm very glad to meet you online. Again, a very good morning to all the participants. As Sir said, today we will get introduced to the basics of music and movement therapy. So as Sir said, this is just going to be an introductory session where we will be learning together about the music and movement therapy. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. People who can see me and people who are watching me, can you please unmute your mic so that we can do some activity now? I request everyone to unmute their mic. Unmute, not mute, unmute. I hope everyone has unmuted. Right? Yes. Can we start? I always start my session with an activity.
Yes.
Okay. People who are muted, people who have already muted, please unmute your microphones. We are going to do an activity. Okay, when I say snap, you have to snap your fingers. Okay, when I say snap once, you will be snapping your fingers once. Can we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. I'll go out there. Okay.
Snap. Can you all snap?
Even your video also can be on.
It will be better if your videos also on.
Video also can be on.
Yeah.
This session will be
please.
this session will be more on practical. Kindly be on your video and audio. You will be able to do exercises, please.
Yes. Can we start? Okay. I'm going to say snap. Snap. Okay. When I say snap once, you will be snapping once. I say snap, snap.
Twice. 2 times.
Ready? Here we go. Snap. Snap, snap. Snap. Snap, snap, snap. Okay. When I say clap, you're going to clap. Clap. Snap. Clap. Snap. Clap. Clap, clap. Snap, snap. Snap, snap. Clap, clap. Clap, clap. Snap, snap. Snap. Clap. 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 Faster. Snap. Clap. Snap. Clap. Clap, clap. Snap, snap. Hope everyone has done that. What did you hear? Doing snapping and clapping.
Snaps and claps.
You heard snaps and claps.
Yes.
What sound did you hear? Did you hear the sound of violin?
Yeah.
Did you hear the sound of violin?
Violin?
No. Did you hear the sound of a piano?
No.
No. But you heard some sound, right?
Yes.
Now I could see all the faces expression now. I could see the pupils dilated and getting ready for the session. So with that Josh, let us get introduced to therapy. Can we start the session now, sir?
Yes.
Yes. So now we'll get introduced to music therapy. Music. is a language of soul. In other terms, in the psychological terms, what we call as mind, right? And psychotherapy is a therapy to heal the mind. Here in music therapy, we are going to get introduced music therapy as psychotherapy to deal with our mind. Let's see how music can be used as a therapy to deal with the mind and the issues associated with it. So to know that uh, for anything and everything, we always look out for historical backgrounds, right? Likewise, music therapy has also got an history. So while playing my PPT, I think I'll prefer to turn my video off so that you can focus more on the PPT. Let's start with the history of music therapy. The history dates back to ancient period, right? Since when the civilization started, music has been a part of the ancient people, and even before that. But why I specifically mentioned about Egyptian civilization is that this is the period that the earliest period of the earliest civilization, the oldest civilization that is known to us. So during the Egyptian civilization, there were musicians who were in the court of the king, who were part of the kingdom, where the musicians were asked to play music to entertain the king as well as the subjects and to help the king reduce his stress. So there has been proven evidences in literature which dates at least 200 years ago to say that music has been used as a part of therapy, and music has been a part of healing and as medicine. And in the modern era, music therapy started with 1849 report of commissioners, the Beaufort Asylum, where the report mentioned that music and dance have been used as therapies. And during the World War II, that is the post World War II, musicians were sent to veteran hospitals to visit the patients from the war as a result of war who have been admitted in hospitals to make them emotionally and physically respond because they had a severe post-traumatic stress disorder in the post World War II, and they were not physically moving at all. So to make them move physically and to make them express their emotions, musicians were sent to the hospitals, the post World War II. So my slide is stuck, sir. I couldn't move the slide.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No? No?
No, sir.
No, it is okay.
No,
Go
sir.
back. You are not sharing now? No, it's working, Sathish?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to share it, sir. Can you see, sir?
Sharing. Yeah, sharing now.
No, but it is only
Stuck,
that.
huh?
Yeah, it is stuck. Wait a minute, sir. I'll share it again.
Okay, please.
Delay in sharing the slides. I think there is some technical issue.
Yes.
Right? Can you see now it is moving?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
yes. Yes, moving. Moving now, right? Yes, good.
Yes, it is moving, sir.
Thank you, Sathish.
Yeah. And to further continue with the history, in 1941, National Foundation of Music Therapy was started in the USA. And in 1958, Society for Music Therapy and Remedial Music was formed, which was renamed as the British Society for Music Therapy in 1967. Then in 1976, Association of Professional Music Therapists was started. And in 1985, the World Federation of Music Therapy was formally established. And this World Federation of Music Therapy has defined music therapy as the use of music or musical elements like sound, rhythm, melody, and harmony by a therapist with a client or group in a process designed to facilitate, promote communication, relationships, learning, mobilization, expression, organization, and other relevant therapeutic objectives in order to meet the physical, emotional, mental, social, and cognitive needs. So, is that clear?
Yes,
The
yes,
definition
yes.
by itself says that music therapy focuses to improve the physical, emotional, mental, social, and cognitive needs. To meet those needs by improving the communication, relationships, learning, mobilization, expression, and other relevant therapeutic objectives in association with the client. Just like other psychotherapists, music therapy has also got the theoretical base. It has got a lot of theory to be quoted for. To quote a few, we have theories here: the behavior modification theory of D.F. Skinner, then person-centered approach of Carl Rogers, self-actualization of Abraham Maslow. So as these theories are based, music therapy aims at modifying or bringing about a change in a person's behavior by focusing on the person and by making the person realize his or her own potentials to overcome his or her own problems. How can music be applied, or how music is being used as a therapy? Music therapy has been applied in various settings for two of its qualities. One, music for its inherent healing qualities, and second, music as a tool for self-expression and interaction. How music has been used for its inherent healing qualities? In this particular thing, the focus is mainly on the physical properties of music as such. So here, the client and therapist relationship is secondary. The primary focus is mainly on the physical properties of music. What are the physical properties of music? Can anyone help me out, please, by saying what are the physical properties of music? When I say music, what do you remember, or what comes into your mind? Can anyone respond?
Relaxing.
Relaxing, physical property of music.
Beats,
Beat,
beats and rhythms.
beats and rhythms. Excellent. Then, furthermore, beats and rhythms.
Uh,
Excellent.
Musical
Then,
instruments.
musical instruments. Sound that make
Notes.
notes. Then melody.
vibrations.
Vibrations. Fantastic. Uh, See, those are the physical properties of music which can heal a person. Okay. By keeping the client and therapist relationship secondary, the physical properties of music alone can heal a person. For example, if we feel sad and when we are allowed to go and sit on a beach, on a shore, and just look at the ocean by closing our eyes and listening to the sound or the music caused uh, by the waves of the ocean, how do we feel? How do we feel when we go to the beach and sit and listen to the music of the ocean? That is the movement of the waves. How do we feel?
Very relaxing.
Very relaxing. Excellent. So, was
Connecting
there
ourselves.
connecting ourselves? Was there a therapist involved between you and the music there?
Yes.
No, there was no therapist involved. There was only two things present there: you and the music. There was no therapist involved in that, right? So that is what this particular heading is talking about. The physical properties of music can itself heal a person without involving a therapist. And when, if a therapist is involved, then look at how enhancing it will be for a client to get relaxed or to get his needs addressed. Okay. So for examples of music to be used as a therapy for its inherent qualities are like vibroacoustic therapy or music bath, where a person or a client is made to sit on a chair or lie on a bed, which is connected to speakers on which the music will be played. So the therapist will make the client to sit and listen to the music or lie down and listen to the music without any hindrances. This type of therapy is used in surgery rooms and for the clients who are on dialysis. So this will make them to reduce their stress and to help them divert themselves from the pain that they are going through. Now let's see how music as tool for self-expression and interaction. Uh, as a tool, music can be used in three ways. So these are the three types of music therapy. First is community music therapy. Second is guided imagery and music. Third is improvisational music therapy, of which we'll be focusing more on the guided imagery and music. Guided imagery and music has four elements of the four parts, where the first part will be the preliminary conversation with the client. Second would be the induction, during which the client is taught the relaxation techniques and the techniques to focus on the music that he or she will be listening to. The third will be the music listening phase, where the client will be made to listen to a recorded music along with a narration or with enhancement from the therapist. So while the client is listening to the music, the therapist will motivate or enhance the client to get his or her mind synchronized with the music. Then the last part of the GAIM, the guided imagery music, is the post-session integration, where the client is encouraged to share all the perceptions and experiences within the music that he or she was synchronizing his mind, and that expression or perception will be shared with the therapist, and the therapist has to write that down. So by doing this, what does music therapy aim? It aims to maintain and develop the physical skills, cognitive potentials, motivation, speech, language, nonverbal expression, and social skills. It also brings individual changes in mood, releasing tension, expression of feelings, social interaction, development of self-esteem. Are you all with me? Hello?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
all with me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Ah, good to hear the voice in the early morning.
Okay, thanks.
Then role of the therapist. We have seen like how music has been used, right? We are here to learn how music therapy can be used and what is the role of a music therapist. So what role does a therapist play while using music as a therapy? The therapist role will vary based on the type of music therapy used and the needs of the clients. The types, remember the three types that we saw? The first one was the community music therapy. Second one was, hello?
Guided imagery.
Guided imagery. Excellent. And third one was improvisational, right? Improvisational music therapy. So based on the type of the music therapy used, the role of the client, the role of the therapist will vary, and it will also vary based on the needs of the client. So here, the therapist uses music to bring about change in client's behavior or emotional state, where it is very, very important for the therapist to be open and willing to listen. It is just not like that the therapist makes the client to listen to the music and just come out of and just make the client to come out to him after listening to the music and say whatever that he felt and just writing that down. No, it is just not like that. It is not only hearing what the client has gone through, but it is very important for the therapist to listen. Listening involves more than hearing, it involves observation. And the most important role of a therapist is to encourage the client to synchronize his or her mind along to the music that has been played based on the need or issue of the client. The techniques that are used in the music therapy are singing, playing, rhythmic, improvising, composing, imagery, and listening. Remember, we started this session with something. What did we do at the start of the session?
Did
I
we
forgot.
compose
We had a clap
What did we
therapy.
do?
or
Okay.
did
Clapping
we
and
compose
snapping.
We were composing, then
some rhythm to that?
some rhythm to that, right? Excellent. So before we got introduced to the music therapy, we know few techniques. We knew few techniques, right? Like rhythming and composing. Then for whom this music therapy can be used? Can we use it for children? Can we use it for children?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely yes.
Of course. Yes.
So music therapy can be used for children and for adolescents of people 10 to 19 years, for adults, as well as for the elderly people. Now, are you ready to experience some music?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I request all the participants to close their eyes and put the earphones properly into the ears, both the both the ears. Increase your volume. If it has been reduced, please increase the volume to the fullest. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ready? Wait,
Yes,
sir. Are you there?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you ready, sir? Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm 100% confident that your earphones are properly in your ears and the volume is increased. Now let's listen to some music and let's experience some.
Yes.
What happened? Hello? Did you
I
hear?
expected a peaceful
It's not
music.
rhythmic. It's not rhythmic.
It's not rhythmic. How many of you took your earphones off your ear?
Yes, me.
Yeah,
Yes, me.
right. Why did you do that? It was music. Why did you do that? Was it peaceful? It was annoying, right? It was irritating, isn't it? And that is why you took your earphones off your ears. Likewise, in our day-to-day life, when we get exposed to an irritating moment or an irritating situation, we try to withdraw ourselves and try to get ourselves into a peaceful situation rather than getting into that irritating situation, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, are you really irritated after hearing the music?
Yes.
Do you want to calm down?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here you go, as you wish. Now, all of you close your eyes. Are you all closing your eyes?
Yes.
Yep. Just think about an early morning scene. You're sitting on the beach, listening to the birds chirping, sitting on the shore, and listening to the music of the waves, right? As you do that, you see a light inside your closed eyelids. So now you realize that the sun is about to rise in the east. You're opening your eyes and see the beautiful sunrise in front of your eyes. Can you visualize that?
Yes.
Excellent. So this says that just few seconds back, you have been introduced to a very noisy and irritating music, right?
Yes.
How were you feeling then while listening to the irritating music? How were you feeling? What was your feeling then?
Panicky.
Panicking? Then
Disturbing.
disturbing? Then
Thought some problems with the headphone.
Irritating.
okay, thought some problem with the headphone. That is excellent. Hmm. That is very thoughtful. Then
Irritating.
irritating. Okay, it was panicking, then disturbing. Then you thought there was some technical issue with the earphones, so it was creating doubt.
I thought
Likewise,
you're going to ask us to dance.
you thought,
You're going to ask all of us to dance.
okay, that will be the second part of it. I could see your interest in dancing. So now let us get into the music therapy. As we were discussing that the earlier music was very much annoying, disturbing, panicking, and it caused us to doubt whether our earphones are really working. Likewise, in life, when we are getting introduced to an irritating situation, a stressful situation, we feel annoyed, we feel panicking, and we doubt ourselves. We doubt, oh, what is happening to me? Am I in the right track? Is this whatever thing is happening? Is this right or wrong? We doubt ourselves. We doubt our potentials, right? Whenever we get irritated or whenever we get introduced to a stressful situation, this is what happened in our life. And when you get introduced to the calm down music, how did you feel? How did you feel? What was your feeling when you heard the music, the calm music?
It was soothing and very.
It was soothing and
I felt very calm and composed.
you felt very calm and composed. It was soothing. You felt calm and composed. The same person was felt annoying, panicking, and disturbing. But after listening to the music, the same person was feeling soothing and was feeling calm down and composed, right? That is the power and that is the healing power of music. Here, we have used one particular technique or one particular type of music therapy. What could be this? Because in this particular technique, you are not only listening to the music, but you are also listening to the narration in the background, which was narrated by me. I asked you to
Guided
visualize
imagery.
something. Guided imagery and music. Excellent. See, you're already into music therapy. This is what music therapy is all about. And now, we are all in this COVID situation, right? Locked down inside the houses, not able to move, not able to meet our dear and near ones, not able to resume to work. For many of the people, they think that the life has come to an end. It has come to a halt without any movement or without any moving further or forward. I lost my livelihood. I lost my job. I couldn't resume back to my work. What am I going to do? I feel low in my life now. I feel locked down. The lockdown is fine, but I feel locked down inside my mind. I could not get out of that thought. We cannot deny that fact now because all of us are in the same situation. Even Dr. K. Satyamurthy, who is sitting there, he is not able to get back to his office where he has got a lot of pending works or where he has got a lot of files waiting for his signature, which are going to decide the future of his students in the college. So he is panicked about that. He is disturbed about that. And he is also feeling annoyed. Am I right, Dr. K. Satyamurthy, sir?
Yes.
Yes. So we feel locked down and we feel low. Our kids, our fellow beings are locked down. Our kids are not able to go to school. Though kids are enjoying at home, but they'll also feel low that they're not able to go out. Especially the adults, people who are participating in this participatory music therapy session, you're all locked down. Or else this therapy session or this introductory therapy session could have been in person, could have been in physical, where we will be sitting in a hall and we'll be listening to the music and expressing ourselves. But we are forced to do that through Zoom and online because of a stressful situation, which makes us feel low in life. So, what is that we want in this particular situation? The obvious thing is that we want to rise up and overcome the situation and achieve our needs and our desires. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So how many of you are ready to rise up, leaving down your situation, leaving down all the negativities in your life? How many of you would really love to and who really want to rise up in life at this particular situation, at this particular time? Can I hear a yes or no? How many of you want to rise up?
Yes. We would love
Want
to.
to rise up in my life.
Yes, sir.
I think all of us.
Want rise up in life.
Yes,
Yes.
we all
Yes,
want to rise up in our life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let us try to compose our mind, to focus our mind, and see how we can do that. We have feelings that I have been through the worst times. I have seen failures in my life. I have lost my job. I have lost my relationship. And this COVID situation is highly stressful. I want to rise up. So I have been through the worst times. Now I have an opportunity to restart. I have all the strengths. Though I have failed in education, career, or relationship, but I'm still alive and more strengthened. I will learn and improve myself. I will surely rise above all these temporary situations, even the COVID-19 situation, and achieve great heights in my education, career, and society. And I'll see myself as a successful person in my life. I'm ready. I'm ready to rise up. I'm going to make whatever opportunity comes into my way. I'm going to take that up, make the most use of it, and equip myself with all the skills that are required to taste the success that I have been longing to taste. Here's the time for us to rise, to express ourselves, to strengthen our emotions. And I could see that everybody is feeling inside, rising up, understanding your own potentials, your own strengths. And I feel that you are in a better position now from where you have been in the past. How many of you did really realize that you have all the potentials? How did you feel after listening to the music? Oh, are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
It was energetic.
It was energetic. Then,
Yes.
were you able to hear my voice while you were listening to the music?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
some of
Your
you
voice is
have
clear.
heard. Okay. So, how many of you have really thought that I had been into worse situation, but now I'm in a better position and I have a life ahead of me. So I'm going to strengthen myself. I'm going to improve my skills and I'm going to see where I want to be in my life. How many of you have felt that deep inside your mind? No one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, felt that
I
way.
felt it pain. Yes.
Yeah. So music can not only calm your mind, but music can also energize you, can motivate you to help
Yes,
you
yes,
rise
yes.
up in your life in whatever position that you may be in, what in how much ever low that you are in your life. Music has got all the potentials to help you to understand and realize your own strengths and your own skills to help you rise up in your life. So how did you feel after listening to that annoying music, then getting into a calm music, and now into an energizing music? What do you feel? Can we recap now? First, you have been exposed to that annoying music, right? So what was your feeling then? Some some said panicking, then
Irritating.
irritating, then disturbing, and someone was also doubting the earphones quality.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you got exposed to that calm on composing music, what was your feeling then?
We felt relaxed and calm.
Calm and composed.
There was a transition from one sort of music to another sort of. So we had a journey from where we were listening to a very disturbing music, and then finally we came to a place where we were able to listen to a music which is very calm, soothing.
Yes.
There was a transition.
There was a transition not only in the music but also in our mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Mind. Yes.
Excellent. So we were first annoyed, then we calm our mind, and now the music was transitioned into an energizing mode. So how is our mind now? Is it also does it also transform?
Yes,
Yeah?
sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Positive.
Positives. So you feel positive. How many of you feel positive now?
Yes, I am.
Yes,
I think
you are.
everyone felt.
I think all of us.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, let us something more about music and some of the fundamental, like how music has been part of our lifetime, how music enables us to express our emotions. Let us visualize a sleeping kid. Okay, the kid has got up from the sleep in the middle of the night. How will the kid communicate? A sleeping baby of 6 months old got up in the middle of the night, and the baby wants to communicate. How
Will
will
cry.
Cry.
you hear? This is exactly how the baby will communicate, right?
Yes.
So cute, sir.
Yeah, it's so cute to communicate. See, communication is also cute when it is coming from a baby. And in the middle of the night, when the baby is going to communicate in this cute way, will you find it cute?
No, sir.
No,
No,
not at
definitely
all,
not.
right?
No, not at all.
What will be your immediate response? What will be the mother's immediate response? Come on, you woke up. Now you have to go to sleep. Is it how a mother will communicate to the baby?
No, she have to
No.
be attentive to the child right now.
No.
Yes.
Take care
So
of the
let's see how the mother is going to
Show
communicate.
attention, gratification.
Exactly. Let's see how is her attention and gratification or her expression or her reaction to the baby's communication. How was that?
It was fantabulous.
It's fantabulous. That's
Excellent.
how
Very
that
good
is
feeling.
how the kid will also feel when a mother is going to sing a lullaby to a crying kid in the middle of the night, right? So we have experienced that when we were kids, and most of the participants, I could see that they are married and they might also have kids. For people who are having a kid or a baby of 6 months or below 1 year, this they could easily relate. They could have done that even last night, right? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, for mothers, they can easily relate, and I've also seen my own professor doing that for his kid when his second kid woke up in the middle of the night. I have I have literally seen that he doing that for him, right? Thanks, sir. Thanks for the confirmation, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, let's see how our emotions flow. We all have emotions, right?
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
name any person without an emotion? Can you name any single person without an emotion? No. All of us have emotions. And now let's see how our emotions gonna flow. For this, again, I want all of you to close your eyes. Don't worry, there won't be any panicking or irritating sound. Okay. So I want all of you to close your eyes. And there will be a music played on along with a narration. So I want you to guess and say what kind of emotion do you actually feel inside and that you really want to express. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Earphones to your ears. And for the person who was doubting about the earphones, please check whether the earphone is really good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, yes.
So let's start. Imagine yourself as kids. Just imagine yourself as kids playing in the garden, running around and playing on the swings, splashing water from the garden hose, feeding the pigeons in the garden, as well as feeding the fishes in the pond, then running towards your parent, hugging them, and happily spending your weekend in the garden. What kind of emotion do you feel? Did you listen to the music?
Yes, joy.
Yes.
Joy.
That is,
Excellent. Joy. Fantastic. So you felt joy. What could be the other term for joy?
Happy.
Happiness. So happiness is an emotion that you felt. How many of you really felt happy while listening to the music?
Yes, I felt.
Yes, I
Yes,
felt.
I
Yes,
did.
sir, I feel.
Excellent. So music can impose or can bring about emotions inside your mind. Though some of us were feeling frustrated to sit early in the Monday morning to sit on a webinar, right? Feeling frustrated inside, the music has brought happiness inside your mind now. Is that true or not? I was actually panicking in the morning to go on a webinar, but now I feel really happy listening to the music. How many of you really feel that?
I am, sir.
You
I
are.
do, sir.
Excellent. Great. Are you ready to explore much more emotions? More emotions? How many of you are ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready, sir.
You can stop me then and there if you feel boring. How many of you feel bored? Okay,
No,
I
not
take
at
that as
all.
a no. Thank you.
No, no, sir.
Thank you for the confirmation. So let's flow with our emotions. Again, we are feeling happy now, right? Now I want all of you to close your eyes. Just be in the state of happiness. Calm your mind and imagine yourself now getting out of your house in the middle of the night, walking on a road without the lights. It is pitch dark. All that you have is a torch in your hand, and you're walking on a dark road with dogs howling. As you get in the middle of the road, you have around 2 kilometers to reach your house again. And now you suddenly feel that someone is following you. with a knife in the hand. The person is following you from distance. And now he's going to get near to you. He's coming close to you. As you start seeing the person, you try to move away from that person. So you walk a little faster. The person is also walking faster behind you with the knife in the hand. After seeing the knife clearly, you start to run. So what does that bring in you?
Fear.
Fear.
Panic.
Right? How many of us have felt fear in life? All of us would have felt fear in life.
Almost all.
All of us have felt fear in life. And how many of us have expressed it? Do you think it is wrong to express the fear?
No, we should actually.
No, sir, not at all.
We
have to
should.
express our fear.
Yes. What happens when you suppress the fear?
Gets bottled up.
We get bottled up and we are not able to perform our daily duties, right? So we get stuck ourselves in the fear only when we do not express it. Once we express the fear, we get out of it. And how many of us have expressed our fear in our life? And how many of us have suppressed it? Just ask to yourself. This is the time for you to realize that it is really important to express our fear too. Now again, close your eyes. With that fear in the mind, you're still running and that guy is still following you with the knife in the hand. At one point of time, you will really feel that, why am I running? What will happen? Let me turn back, right? So you stop, you turn back. So when you stop and turn back, look at the person with a knife. The person is also stopping and staring at you. So now you're facing the fear. Now you're facing the fear face to face and you're trying to fight that person. So with all that trouble that he has caused, you're going to get close to the person and going to smash that person. Though he has a knife in hand, you pick up something from the road, a rod or a stick or something, whatever that comes, you pick that object and hit that person. What kind of emotion is that? Did you hear to that music? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, helplessness.
Helplessness. As I said, you are going to fight back. You're going to retaliate that person.
So
Anger.
courage,
I heard
face
voices.
of fear.
We have to get anger.
Anger, exactly.
Yeah.
So we have to express our anger too, right? Most of us express our anger, but we have to express it in a way which will not be harmful, right? At this particular situation, you were harming a person, but it was right at that particular situation. If you were not doing that, you will get killed, right?
Yes.
Yes. So in this particular situation, we express our anger in such a manner. But let us get back to our houses. If a kid is going to annoy a parent, or if your brother is annoying you, sister is annoying you, and you get irritated and anger, how do you respond, or how do you express your anger?
Shout at them.
We shout at them, and sometimes we beat
Sometimes
them.
hit back.
Sometimes we beat them.
Yeah.
Raise the sound.
I couldn't hear. Say it again, sir.
Raise the sound.
We raise the sound. So
Sound increase.
Okay, after expressing the anger, how do we feel? We feel guilty, or we feel relaxed?
Guilty. We feel guilty. We feel bad about it.
Guilty.
We feel guilty, right?
Guilty.
Why we
Yes.
feel guilty?
முடிய போகுது.
Why we feel guilty? Because the expression was in a different way, right? If it was in a positive way, we would have feel much better. We would have felt much better. And music therapy enables you or enhances you to express your anger in a safer way. Now we'll be listening to the music. We have to push a little faster. I think we are nearing almost 11 o'clock, so we'll push a little faster. Now close your eyes and think about the person whom you like the most. Waiting to see the person and waiting to spend a good time with the person and to create happiest moments that are to be cherished in the future. What kind of emotion is this?
Love.
Love, exactly. So how many of you really felt love while listening to the music? Thinking about your loved ones?
Me, sir.
Yes.
Excellent, great. Now let's see, how do you feel? Missing someone so dear during the COVID situation we could not see, feeling the pain, departed from each other, we could not communicate, and you can't bear the pain. So what kind of emotion is this?
Sad.
Sad? Moody? I said that you're missing someone.
Sad.
When will we miss someone? Only when we don't see them, we miss them, right? So this is a
Lonely.
loneliness. Yes, separation, loneliness, isolation, a separation. We also feel sometimes in our life that we have been isolated from the rest of the community. We have been isolated from the house. We have been isolated from the friends, that they don't accept me anymore, right? Most of us would have felt this situation, this emotion in some situation where we have been isolated, where we have been neglected, right? But have we expressed that emotion? Have we expressed, or are we keeping that inside us? If we are going to keep inside us, what will be happening to us? The more we keep it inside, the more we get disturbed, right? The more we express, the more we feel relaxed. And music therapy will also make you to express your sense of separation or isolation. Now, the person you have been missing is no longer in your life. The family that you have been missing is no longer in your life. How will you feel?
Devastated.
Devastated. So this is exactly the emotion of sadness, right? For a moment we would have felt, or we would have brought some figure into our mind, some person into our mind. Oh, the person is no more in my life. That part of my life is no more. That sadness. We also have to express sadness than keeping it inside our mind. Not only that, now I think people who, how many of you are from Tamil Nadu? Most of them could be able to relate to this particular sound. For people who are from North, it might be a little difficult for you to relate the sound, but still I think you can relate if you have the habit of watching movies. Let's see what sound is that.
Just play during the death ceremony.
What is that?
Death beat.
Death beat, exactly. Why do we have beats in death? Why? Has any one of us thought, why do people beat drums and blow that shell? Why?
It should make the people feel light.
I couldn't
So
hear you.
that-
Was it stable?
It is done to make the people feel light during that sadness and all that, so that they express their feelings.
Exactly, to
They
express our
don't.
grief, to express the grief, to express the loss of the dead one. We use musical instruments and we express our grief in the form of music, right? So, right from birth to death, music is always been a part of our life to help us express our emotions, right? Are you all with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want see you have been in this session for the past 1 hour. We started with snaps and claps, then we listened to the annoying music, then calm down music, then motivating and energizing music, and then you have been experiencing the music of a child crying, then a lullaby, then a different kind of emotion. Now, I want you to say the benefits of music therapy. Can you name? Can you list down the benefits of music therapy? How was it when you were listening to that annoying sound and then you were listening to that calm down sound, calm down music? How was it?
Change of mood.
Change of mood, and it was how it was. Someone said a very better way.
It
Mind
It was,
relaxation.
it was relaxing your mind and it was soothing your mind. Good.
soothing mind.
And second benefit could be it reduces the stress or the anxiety caused by the music, right? After listening to that annoying sound, someone was feeling like irritated, annoyed, and was also doubting, oh, what is this? Where am I? What's happening? And after listening to the calm down sound, your stress and your anxiety about the uh, proceedings of the session was reduced. Then,
Improving respiration.
yep, it helps to improve your respiration.
Yeah.
Then it also
And
helps to express your deep emotions. As we were listening to the music, you have been exposed and you have been made to express or feel the emotions through music, like different kinds of emotions. What are the emotions that you felt while playing different musics? Can you name the emotions that we have seen now, that we have felt now?
fear, anger,
Fear,
happiness,
anger, happiness. Then
sadness,
Sadness.
then
Grief.
loneliness.
loneliness. How many of you
Love.
felt love? Excellent, great. So we also express our deep emotions through music. It also facilitates to connect and socialize. Now we are connecting and socializing in this social platform through the form of webinar. So what is the thing that is connecting us here? What is it? Is the music that is connecting us, the music therapy that is connecting us. If not, I wouldn't be here for the webinar, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you are able to recollect the music, right? What are the music that we have listened so far? What are the music that we have listened so far? Name the first three music that we have listened in this session.
Irritating.
Lullabies.
Irritating, lullaby. Then it also improves your memory.
Irritating.
Refresh our thoughts.
It refreshes our thoughts and it also improves our memory. Then it increases concentration, right? Do you really want me to play a music now after hearing that conversation? Hello?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes, sorry, can.
I think the person was not, it was not a purpose. I hope it was not on purpose. And thank you for muting. So it also increases the concentration, music. Then it provides comfort. It comforts us, right? How many of you disagree that music that disagree that music comfort? How many of you disagree to that? And how many of you agree to that music comforts?
It does comfort.
It depends on the type of music.
Excellent. Fantastic. It depends on the type of music. Good. Then it revamps cognition. It helps us to think. It also promotes positive behaviors. Then expressing the anger in a negative way, it helps us to express our anger or sadness in a positive way, or in a way that will help us to relieve our mind than making us feel guilty. So these is all the introduction about music therapy. Hello? Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes.
Why I couldn't see myself? Probably some. Yeah, I could see myself now. So how did you feel after listening to the music or getting exposed to the music therapy? Participants,
Yes, sir.
so you can express now.
It
We
made us
can
really
change
engaged.
It made you what?
Engage.
Engaged? Then
It's good.
it is good.
Made us comfort.
Interesting.
Okay. Interesting and comforting.
Enjoying.
Enjoying, great.
Rise up.
We can get
Rise up, great.
Boosted up my
we can
energy.
get positivity.
So you get positivity, great. So now do you understand how music therapy works, right? So with the basics and with the introduction to the music therapy, so do you really understand how music therapy works?
Yes.
Yes, great,
Yes.
fantastic. And now let us get introduced to the dance therapy, the most writing part. And now I'll be like little rushing through the slides. Since it is going to be a dance therapy, I want all of you to open your camera. I would like to see you all. Okay, do you all see me?
Yes.
Great. So we will get introduced to the dance movement therapy.
वीट लोगों खाली हूँ वीट लोगों की
Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So in this particular session, we'll be doing an activity. When I'm going to say tree, you're going to drop your hands and sit straight like a tree. Okay. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When I'm going to say branches, I want you to spread your arms. Got it? And when I'm going to say flower, I want you to get into this gesture. Remember the three gestures. One, drop your hands and sit straight. Even if you want to stand, you can stand. And when I say branches, you will be widening your arms, stretching your arms out. When I say flower, how will you keep your gesture? Great. Can we start? Are you all ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So,
Great. Tree. Branches. Branches. Yeah. Flower. I could see someone not moving. Okay. Here we go. Again. Tree. branches, flower. Great. Now we play a small game with it. Okay. Oh, you're going to do that fast. 3 branches, flower. Excellent. Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now there is a twist in the exercise. You should do only what I say. You should not do what I do. Clear?
Okay.
You should do only what I say, but you should not do what I do. I can even say tree and I'll stretch my arm like branches, but you should not do what I am doing. You should do only what I'm saying. Got it? Are you ready to do that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Ready? 3. Oh, fantastic. I could see someone lifting their arms. That's a trials. Now let's get into the reels. And very important thing is that someone can easily close their eyes, listen to my voice and do it. But a very important thing to do is that you should look at me. There is no other choice for you. You should not close your eyes. Got it? Let's do it. 3 branches, flower, tree, flower, flower, branches, tree, 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 tree. Yeah, I could see someone is getting out. Okay, let's do it faster. Flower, flower, tree, tree, branches, flower, tree, tree, branches, flower, flower, tree. Yep, I could see some coordination is missing in between the mind and the hand. Am I right?
Yeah.
So when you were able to listen and do, you were able to do that. But when you are forced to see and do, you are making mistakes, right? Likewise in life, we also make mistakes in most of the times in our life by looking at others. Are we not? Though we know what to do and what not to do, we look at others and do what not to be done.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
So those moments of your life are negative moments. In dance therapy, we will be focusing on the positive movement, how we can move positively to express our emotions and to express our feelings in our life to stay positive and to stay healthy. Ready? Can we go with the session now? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now you can turn your videos off. You're going to go into the PPT. Happen my videos, PPTs.
Go and share this.
Sir, PPT is not connecting, sir.
Share this.
I'm sharing, sir.
No?
So sorry, sir, I'm taking a little time.
Okay, no issue, please. You share your PPT, please.
Yes, sir. Again, I think I have to do it again. Sorry
Yes,
for the
please.
technical issue again. Sorry, participants. Can you see?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, now let's get introduced to the dance movement therapy. This dance movement therapy is psychotherapy. We saw that music therapy was a psychotherapy, right? Is dance movement therapy is also psychotherapy? Yes, it is. So what is the evidence that we have for that? In 1916 itself, the idea of dance as psychotherapy was recorded by Carl Jung. What did he say in his paper was that dance beyond simple entertainment is also a form of communication and expression. And in the middle of the 20th century, dance therapy really got flared up, and the dance therapy pioneers came up like Marion Chase, Mary Whitehouse, and Trudy Shoup. And in 1966, the American Dance Therapy Association was formed. So what exactly is dance movement therapy is? So dance movement therapy is a psychotherapeutic use of movement to promote emotional, social, cognitive, and physical integration of the individual for the purpose of improving health and well-being. This is definition given by the American Dance Therapy Association. So in the definition itself, it is clearly stated that it is a psychotherapeutic use of movement, right, to promote emotional, social, cognitive, and physical integration of the individual. Now, so with the definitions, we also have some of the principles to be followed in the dance therapy. What are the major principles that underlie in the dance therapy are: body and mind are interconnected so that a change in one impacts the other. See, right now we have been into an activity where we have been doing this tree, branch, and flower activity. So when you were looking at me, you were doing it right. When I was saying in the beginning that you have to look at me and do what I do, you were doing it right. But when I changed, when I gave a small the change, when I came up with a small change that you should not do what I do, but you should listen and do what I say, you were not able to do it perfectly, right? Were you able to do that perfectly? Some of us
No,
were
sir.
struggling, like hearing and doing was a little struggle for some of us. And I have actually seen a person getting out twice, like doing a wrong posture, doing a wrong gesture by looking at and not hearing. Likewise, the principle, what it says, that mind and body are interconnected, so that a change in one impacts the other. If you're going to wrongly conceive the thing in your mind, you will be ending up in a wrong movement, right? Am I right? Hello, are you all with me?
Yeah, yeah.
So we tend to move, or we tend to perform a gesture or perform an action by what we think in our mind, right? And by what we do, it also helps us to think further. So it is intertwined or interlinked. So a change in one thing can affect the other. Then movement is functional, communicative, and effective. This is something which will be like really interesting. If you're going to look at the dance performance of someone, say like Prabhudeva or someone, and if you're also going to listen to the lecture of a very boring professor in your school or college, which one do you think will stay in your mind?
Prabhudeva.
Prabhudeva, obviously,
Prabhudeva.
right? Why it is effective? And why not that boring lecture?
Because it's
Because we
interesting.
could visualize, we could see it.
You could see, right?
And it was very expressive. The
It was
dance
very
is all
expressive.
about expressing, right?
Exactly.
Hmm.
So the
Movements.
movement is functional, where you can see some function happening, and you can see the communication happening through the movement, and it is also effective. The movement can be effective than the lecture. How many of you think that this lecture is not effective? I hope this can be effective when you move at the end of the session, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Movement can also foster and enhance creativity. So this is another principle of dance movement therapy. Movement is relational. We relate to something. When we move, we definitely relate to something. Then movement is contagious. Yes, absolutely. In this COVID situation, movement is very much contagious, and that is why we are forced to sit in a webinar. Am I right? That is
Yes,
what the government is and the medical field is saying. Do not move out of your house. It is highly contagious, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But in this principle, we are not talking about the COVID movement. We are talking about the dance movement here. So the dance movement can also be contagious, as we have seen in that earlier activity that we have done. The movement that I was doing was very much contagious than my voice, isn't it? So you were forced to perform the same act that I was doing. Are you able to relate that? Can you relate that with this principle? Movement can be contagious and increase one's motivation to act. Based on these principles, dance movement therapy is carried forward with a theoretical base. As we have seen the theoretical base for music therapy, we also have the theoretical base for dance movement therapy. Again, here we bring Skinner, Carl Rogers, Abraham Maslow. Along with him, we also have Albert Bandura to support dance movement therapy with his social learning theory. We learn from others. We learn to express, and dance movement therapy will teach you to express. We teach you to express in your social environment. It also encompasses other theories such as systems theory, where we will be where the dance therapist will make you realize your own system, to help you to understand your own potentials, to help you to realize what your needs are in your life, and it ultimately helps you to change your behavior or to modify your behavior or to bring about a positive change in your behavior. So based on the theories, dance movement therapy is carried in the therapeutic field. So how dance therapy is different from regular dancing? Some of us will have this question, right? Even the dancers dance, can that be called as therapy? If you're going to look at that in a therapeutic view, it can be therapy. So when dance therapy is coming into place, let's see how dance is transforming into a dance therapy. The movement is no longer an exercise or a movement, it becomes a language. So you express through movement. Second, people in therapy communicate conscious and subconscious feelings through dance. Then dance movement therapy, what is he going to do with that? So what exactly is this activity? Assesses body language, non-verbal behaviors, and emotional expression. Based on that, we have a few techniques, of which I have mentioned two techniques here, how dance therapy can be used. One technique is mirroring. Mirroring is a technique where the client is asked to perform a movement in front of a mirror. It is to illustrate empathy for an individual or to understand the client's experience of empathy. Then second thing will be like jumping to the rhythm, like vertical jumpings. Why is that? Literatures and researchers have proven that depression results from the lack of vertical movement. So this vertical movement, the increased vertical movement can reduce depression in a person's life. These are all some of the basic techniques that we follow in the dance therapy. Now, benefits of dance or dance movement therapy. It gives people the ability to express emotions, then stress relief, increased physical fitness and gross motor skills development. This can happen with the kids, especially when we do that for kids with poor gross motor skills. It has really shown results with them. Then improved confidence and self-esteem, encourages creativity and imagination. So what kind of issues can dance therapy help with? Physical issues like childhood obesity, muscle weakness, hypertension, then cognitive issues like dementia patients, then lack of concentration can be improved with dance therapy, and mental health issues like anxiety and depression, and autism, poor self-esteem, post-traumatic stress, substance use disorder. I have used dance therapy to treat substance use disorder in my research. Then social issues like aggression, violence can be calmed down. Then domestic violence, trauma, social interaction, family conflict. So these are the issues that can be addressed with dance therapy. Now, how dance therapy can be used to enhance expression of emotions and communication. Can you all open your videos now? Yeah. Can you see me? Can you all see me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now you are going to be the therapist. Okay. I'm going to be your client. Let's see how you analyze or understand my emotion. I'm going to perform a gesture or a movement. Got it? Do you get? Are you ready to assess me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Fine. I'm going to do a gesture. Please note. Okay.
Steps in hand washing.
Anger.
What did I do?
Disgust.
Hand washing steps.
Steps of hand washing.
Disgust on your face.
Okay. This is just a hand
Steps of
washing.
hand
Why?
washing.
Why?
I could see your face with disgust.
My face was disgusting. Why? I was washing my hands. What is happening in this situation, the present situation? We wash our hands daily, right?
Yeah.
COVID-19.
COVID-19, we wash our hands daily.
Hand washing.
What is the relationship with my expression and hand washing?
Not much.
Washing your hands
Very used.
regularly to get rid
And you're
of
bored
the
of doing it.
virus.
Bored of doing it. Second, bored of doing it. Get rid of it. Then
You're not willing
To be very conscious of it.
I'm not willing to do that. Why am I not willing to do that? So what will be in my mind now? Why was I having the disgusting face?
You are angry about it.
Habit.
Concentration hand washing.
Concentrating hand washing. Okay, I'm angry about that. I'm angry about washing the hand or the situation.
The situation.
The situation. Exactly right. See, now you're a therapist. You have clearly understood the situation, and you have clearly understood the expression and linked my expression with the situation and linked my emotion. So what is my emotion with that? I want to really get out of COVID-19. I really want to get out of the situation, and I really do not want to keep washing my hand like for 20 to 30 minutes, 30 seconds every now and then. It is not only about washing, it is the situation in the mind. It is the feeling that I have in my mind. Oh, for lifelong am I going to wash my hand? So when will this situation come to an end? That is the thing that was going in my mind, isn't that? And that is why you have been seeing the disgusting face, isn't it?
Yes.
Am I making clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yes.
So now you're going to see one more expression. Can we do? Yeah.
Yes.
What expression did you see?
COVID will get away from me. I'm very safe by washing my hands.
Exactly. Fantastic, Priyadarshini. Kudos to you. So COVID will get away from me because I am washing my hands. So I am happy about that. See, the situation is the same, but emotions differ, right? So it is in the hands of the therapist to bring about the positive expression, then the negative expression, then the negative emotion. So which emotion matters the most? Which will make you stay healthy?
The positive
Second
one.
one.
Positive.
The positive,
Yeah. Positive approach to
taking a
make us
positive
better.
approach. And how do you assess? How do you assess the positive and negative approach? Negative
Through
emotion?
your expression.
Through the expression. Exactly. That is what dance therapy is all about. Dance therapy is not only teaching movement, dance therapy is also about noticing or observing the expression of the client and relating that with the situation of the client or the needs of the client. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I talking in an understandable way?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Now let's go back to the slide. So let's see how dance movement therapy is used to enhance the expression of emotion and communication. Oh, again, it got stuck. Oh, here it is. Can you all see the video?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unable to hear the music.
Volume is very low.
Can't see the video? Can you see the video?
Yes,
You
we
can see
can
the
see.
Yes,
video.
sir. We can see video.
The music is not there,
Volume
is
is
it?
very.
Yes.
Okay, there is no need of music. Just look at the video. You're able to see the video, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what did you see in that video?
Different types of expressions.
So dance therapy will help you to express your emotions and it will help you to communicate. Dance therapy is basically focusing on to bring about the feelings or the emotions of the clients. Some of us will definitely hesitate to express our feeling to an unknown person, especially in a therapeutic setting, right? And if you're going to ask me, I was also very naive in the earlier days. Like I'd never express anything to my parents, or I would never express anything to my brother. I'll keep my emotions to myself. So after getting into the college only, I realized that how important it is to express our feelings. So only then I started expressing my feelings, my emotions to my parents first, then to my brother. I have a brother, and I actually learned like how uh, it enhances our well-being when we express our feelings or when we express our emotions. Then further, when I was doing my post graduation in social work in Madras School of Social Work, only then I learned about dance therapy through Dr. K. Satyamurthy. So he is the one who said that there are alternative therapies which can be learned and practiced. So after getting introduced, I have a supervisor in US, Angela. So she is my supervisor in dance therapy. And she taught me the basic techniques of dance therapy and how it can be used with clients of various settings and various issues. So that's how dance therapy can be used or used to any client of like mild to moderate disorders to enhance the expressions or emotions and communication. The very important underlying thing in dance therapy is that don't be afraid to talk about your feelings or to express your emotions. So if you're not ready for that, then dance therapy will not work. And what is the role of a therapist here is to motivate the client to express his or her emotions or feelings. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes. As we
Yes,
see,
sir.
as we have seen in the
Yes, yes, sir.
previous slides, and as we have seen in this particular video, we saw that a person was expressing, right, his emotions in the form of movements. And this is what dance therapy is all about. It focuses more on the expression given by the client while doing a movement. While ago, like just a couple of minutes back, you all were therapists. You all were therapists focusing on the expression of my movement. You did not only notice my movement, you also focus the expression on my face. And you are able to relate that expression with the situation and the movement. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So now, let's see. Are we done with here? Are we done with dance therapy here or the dance movement therapy here?
There's a lot more.
Let's get traditional. So we have seen so far the modern dance therapy, right? Now let's get traditional. We have been practicing dance and dance therapy since ages. We gave dance and various dance forms to the world, of which the classical dance forms are the best ones. Classical dance forms are used to express emotions, feelings, and it was used to communicate various messages in the ancient period, and it is still going on, right? Let's see how emotions or feelings are expressed in classical dance forms.
The 9 basic emotions in the Natya Shastra, the Lava Rasas. Love, Shringara Rasa. Valor, Veera Rasa. Compassion, Karunya Rasa. Wonder, Adbhuta Rasa. Laughter, Hasya Rasa. Fear, Bhayanaka Rasa. Revulsion, Bhivhatsa Rasa. Anger, Raudra Rasa. And tranquility, Shanta.
Did you see the emotions through classical dance form?
Yes.
Yes. How many of you try to imitate those emotions?
I did.
You, you did. Great.
I did.
You did. Okay, now I wonder what kind of emotion is going in your mind and what kind of rasa is expressing in your face. Oh, come on, it's already time and this guy is taking more time. Someone might feel anger or, or someone might get irritated. Someone might be really happy or is someone in the tranquility state. whatever it is. I have muted my video and my audio. So I'm in a tranquil state. What kind of emotion is going through in your mind? Whatever emotion may be, I am glad that your emotion is expressed.
The Nile.
Not only that, it not only teaches or helps us to express our emotions, it also helps us to improve concentration and balance. Not only the classical dancers, the folk dancers of a traditional value of our indigenous origin have got fantastic benefits like to improve our concentration and balance in our life. Let's see how these form of folk dances can enhance concentration and balance in a person. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
You see the video? Are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, what did you see in the video?
They are
It's a
balancing
traditional
and
dance.
doing dance.
It's a traditional dance, right? It is called as Karagatam of Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
So how many properties were they using there? They were having a karagam in their head. They also had a garland in their neck, and they were also moving, right? And they were moving in a. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. They were moving in different directions, and they were also showing formation. They were doing formations without letting the karagam fall down or without letting the garland disturb them. They were doing the movement very gracefully with a smile on their face, right?
Yes.
Likewise,
They
most of
maintain
us,
safe distance also.
yeah, exactly.
Social distance.
They also maintain social distance with the one arm distance, exactly. Great. Likewise, we also can do many things in our life. See, most of us might feel, I'm a student, why am I asked to do this? See, I have a family, why am I forced to take, or why am I asked to organize webinars? I can just go teach, come back, take care of my family, but I'm doing a webinar. I'm a student, I can just go to school or college, come back, study, eat, and sleep. Why am I forced to do all this work? I cannot balance. I have to balance my work as well as my family. I have to balance my studies as well as my friends, as well as my relationship. I'm not able to balance. When I'm not able to balance, it is because that I'm not able to concentrate. I cannot give my concentration equally for everything. This is the feeling that most of us would have felt in our life and still feeling, right? If you still feel that, here is opportunity for you. Practice dance. Dance can enhance your concentration and balance. If you see that video, you can clearly see that none of the participants, none of the dancers have let the karagam down or let the garland disturb them. As someone really pointed out, they were also maintaining the social distance equally. Along with that, they were also able to put the smile on their face and pull out an extraordinary performance, right? How they
Yes,
were
sir.
able to do that? It is because of the concentration and balance. If they did not had that concentration or balance, would they have done that?
No, sir.
No, right?
Yes.
So to improve your concentration and balance, dance can easily help you. So if you feel that if you feel that I'm not able to concentrate on my work, or I'm not able to balance my work as well as my family, then you can practice, or you can take up dance therapy to improve your concentration and balance. And if any client is going to come to you saying, I'm not able to concentrate or balance, you can definitely use dance therapy or refer dance therapy for the client to improve concentration and balance. Not only that, dance can also strengthen your coordination. How? Don't worry, we are not going to see any more videos since it is time already. I'm going to show you a picture. This is a form of folk dance called as a Parayatam. The Parayatam or Oilatam is where you have to do a movement. While doing the movement, while performing any one movement, you should have only one leg on the floor and the other leg should be in the air. If you're going to keep both the legs in the floor, then that movement is not right. And while doing in a group, if you're going to drop both the legs and others are going to do within one leg, will that look coordinated or will that look awkward?
Awkward.
It will definitely look awkward and odd, right?
Yes.
Likewise, in our day-to-day life also, when we are going to school or college, our duty is to excel in studies, focus on studies, and focus on the extracurricular activities associated with the studies. But are we coordinating with that? Ask ourselves a question. In our day-to-day life, in family life, are we coordinating with the family, or are we standing outside, or standing odd? When we are going to a particular say for example, coordination with corona or COVID-19, we are asked to stay at home, not to go out without any need, without any like specific need. The government clearly says that you should go out only when there is a specific need or of utmost importance. Are we following that? Are we coordinating with the people? Are we coordinating to protect ourselves? Ask ourselves, how many of us go out? How many of us wear masks? Are we coordinating? Are we coordinating with our team in school and college? Are we coordinating with our professors to study furthermore? Are we coordinating with the family to address the issues in the family? Ask ourselves, do we lack coordination? Or people come to you with lack of coordination? Teach them dance therapy or practice dance therapy. If you lack coordination, dance and you will strengthen your coordination. We not only dance for all that to improve our coordination or to express our emotions, to improve our concentration and balance, but we also dance to be happy and joyous, right? Can you mention any of the few moments where you dance to express your happiness and joy? Any specific moments or ceremonies where you dance?
Wedding.
Wedding, exactly. So during wedding we dance. Why do we dance?
To express our happiness.
To express our happiness and joy. Exactly.
Getting the exam results.
Getting exam results, fantastic. How many of you dance after seeing the exam results? I hope all the 10th standard board exam students would have danced after hearing that they are that they have been declared pass.
Festival time.
Ritual times. Festival times, fantastic. Festival times we also dance. We dance not only to express our happiness and joy, we also dance to express our grief. Okay, here we go. Let's move to stay healthy and happy. Thank you.
Great, Sathish. Nice to see you that after long back you are doing a wonderful session. Really, it is a wonderful session. I hope every participants will also agree. I hope. Yes, participants.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Yes. And now, Pungodai,
Yes, sir.
are you here?
Yes, sir.
Please, you can raise questions on behalf of the participants. So please.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
what kind of music is used in therapy?
Music will differ based on the need of the client. As we have seen, what kind of music that we have used from the start of the session to the end of the session, music therapy, we have used various kinds of musics to express, to bring about the various forms of emotions, right? So there is no particular music. So you can use any form of music that will bring about the emotion in a client. There is no restriction in it.
Thank you, sir. Is there any scale to measure positive and negative symptoms of schizophrenia when we conduct music therapy on schizophrenic patients?
The impact there is no specific scale to measure the impact of music therapy. So the scale can be used to measure the level of schizophrenia in the patient. But as of now, I don't think there is a specific scale to measure the impact of music therapy on the schizophrenic patient. I think I'm not sure about it, but if there is any scale, I'll definitely get back to you on that. But as of now, as far as my knowledge is concerned, I don't think there is any specific scale to measure the impact of music therapy on the schizophrenic patient.
Thank you, sir. Is there particular music for particular problem?
Okay, as you were feeling annoyed during that horror, during that annoying music, what kind of music that you were looking forward for? When you get annoyed with the music, what kind of music that you are looking forward for in that session that we had? You're obviously looking for soothing music, right? So if you want to calm down your mind, you will obviously listen to the music that will have like very soft and subtle sounds, which will calm you down.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
How music therapy helps in venting out negative emotions?
Fantastic question. As we have seen that music therapy will bring about your negative emotions, and it will help you to vent out the negative emotions in a productive or in a positive way without harming anyone, right? We have practiced, we have experienced this during the session. Like we have seen negative emotions like fear. Fear is a negative emotion, isn't it? Do you accept that fear is a negative emotion?
Yes.
In that particular situation. So if there was no music, would you have expressed your fear? If there was no music, will you express the fear, or would you have expressed the fear during this session right now when we had, if there was no music played? No, right? So the music therapy will help you to bring out that negative emotion, and that too in a positive way, that you are expressing it, then hiding it inside. When you express it itself, it is positive.
Thank you, sir. Whether music leads to addiction?
Music can be it is a very big research going on. It can be an addiction if you're going to listen to one particular music again and again and again. Okay, but if it is going to help you, then it is not addiction.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Does assessment is necessary to identify preferred music before planning the therapy?
Yes, assessment is actually required. That is why we have seen that, right? Before starting the session, you'll be having an introductory session or an induction session where you'll be assessing the client's need. So based on the need of the client, you should come up with the form of music. You cannot go and play a joyous music for a client who really wants to grieve.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Is any particular time duration for music therapy with different kind of illness?
There is no particular time duration as such, but you cannot be playing music all day also. So it can be like for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum to bring about any form of expression, and it can have repetitive sessions. repeated sessions to bring out.
So how
But
can
there is,
we?
yeah,
Sorry, you can go ahead.
yes, yes, yes.
How can we use DMT with MR patients, sir?
With MR patients, we can use movement therapy to help them with gross motor skills, to develop gross motor skills.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
How will dance movement therapy help in day-to-day anxieties?
Day-to-day anxieties. What are we anxious about? We are anxious about so many things in our day-to-day life, right? But dance, if you're going to dance daily, one thing that will happen in your body is that your blood circulation will be high. Okay, so when your blood circulation is proper, you will get oxygen supply to the mind, to the brain. So when your brain is able to get good oxygen supply, then it can think on its own. So your cognition is revamped there, and it will help you to understand the situation, and it will help you to realize whether anxiety is required or not. So it will help you to think. So when you're going to dance daily, it will help your mind to be clear, and when your mind is clear, you will be able to think, and when you're able to think, then your anxiety will go away.
Thank you, sir. Those who take substance, they use music for tripping feeling. What is your perspective on it?
Yes, these this is an actual interesting question, because the substance use disorder people that I have treated, they were all mild disorder. They were very mild. The question that you are posing is for the people who are using like very high form of drug, a high form of substances, for which they also use music to get the dripping effect. So for them, it is like intertwined, like body and mind. For them, it is drug and music are intertwined. They will not take drug without music, or they will not hear music without drug. So for them, music is not a therapy. For them, music can be a causal factor to continue the usage of substance.
Thank you, sir. Can we suggest small video to the client related to his or her problem at home, or shall we show video during the session?
It will be better to show the video during the session.
After knowing client's expression, how can we select the video or music for that particular problem or emotion?
Like I said before, for the music therapy as well, it is better to understand the need of the patient, need of the client, and based on that need, we can show video. If a client has never expressed joy in life, okay, if you're going to see an autistic kid who has never made any social contact at all, what can we show them? What kind of video can we show that kid? We have to really show how kids socialize with people, right? So those are the kinds of videos that can be chosen based on the need of the client. So it is important to assess the need of the client and then choose the videos based on the need.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Do you need to understand music theory or be a musician to be effective in practice?
If you're going to be a musician, then it can be much more effective because you know the basics of music. But it is not necessary for you to be a musician to be a music therapist. If you're going to be a musician, it is an added advantage.
Thank you, sir. We have our last question.
Yes.
Sir, how can we use the music therapy when the client is in a sad mood and with the fear?
Okay. When we were playing the music, like when we were letting our emotions flow, we were playing sad music as well as fear and anger music, right? So if you want to make, how will you really console a person who is sad? You will talk in all positive languages, right? If a person is going to be like really sad, you want him to get motivated, you will use all the positive words. Likewise, use positive music. The beginning of the music therapy session, we have used the positive music. Remember the energizing music. That kind of music can help you to come out of sadness and fear, as we have playing that music, we have been you have been hearing me narrating in the background, saying that though we have faced a lot of fear or failures in life, and though we have been in the so lowest levels of life, we can still further get up, rise up, and move on. So those kinds of positive and energizing music can help people to come out of the sadness or fear.
Thank you, sir. Over to Satyamurthy, sir.
Thank you.
Nice, very nice to see you, Satish. I'm so happy that almost 12, 13 years back we started this journey. We are able to do very successfully and a lot of sessions. Great.
Yes.
I hope all the participants also enjoyed and had a very informative session today. Participants, everyone. Hello, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. And see, the one beautiness in this all the session is that the resource persons are very interactive and very resourceful and able to connect very beautifully with a very short period of time. I know 1 hour 30 minutes may not be sufficient for you to do today, but you did a wonderful session. On behalf of the organizer, Madras Plus Social Work, your alumni, Social Work Forum, Department of Social Work, and Network of Professional Social Workers in India, I thank you for a wonderful session. Thank you so much, Sathish. On behalf of all the participants, I hope all the participants have enjoyed and interacted very much in this session. Thank you so much. Before I hand over session to, I will hand over over to you, Satish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I really want to thank Dr. K. Satyamurthy, the Department of Social Work, Madras School of Social Work, for bringing me back to my alma mater, as well as NPS India for bringing me as a resource person in this interactive webinar session. It's been a great learning experience for me. I've learned a lot in this experience. I actually learned how to operate Zoom too. So thank you for that opportunity too, sir. And it is always great to connect with Madras School of Social Work, whether it is online or